Alright, so weekend one of the Black Ops 6 beta is over. I kind of want to talk about it. I guess we'll start with the good. So, off the bat, the movement feels awesome. I have zero complaints with the movement. I love Omni movement. I think it's going to be a great year for that. It feels awesome to move around and play the game. The maps flow well with the movement. The guns feel good with the movement. Everything, well, I say that, but it was literally just Jackalops. The maps were good. Obviously, there were a few I didn't like, but, you know, when you're playing the same four maps over and over and over and over again, and the way that people play them makes you dislike them, I guess it's kind of easy to not really like them as much, I guess. But I'm sure that'll change with the launch and with more people playing the game. So speaking of the guns feel good. I used a decent bit of different weapons. Obviously, I did max out my Jackal. It's what everyone was using. Or, well, I don't think I maxed it out, but, like, I built a class that felt pretty good for me. And rolled with that. But I did like the AK-74, the Amez, is that what it was called? The Plague Doctor variant that we got for pre-order. Or for Vault Edition, sorry. The game does feel really polished. I mean, I'm a Treyarch fanboy. I think a lot of Call of Duty players are. I used to be an Infinity Ward fanboy, but given their recent track record, I don't think anybody would really ever say that. But you never know, I guess. We have 4 years to work on the game. The game feels awesome. There were some issues that we'll go over in the bad section of this video. I have no doubt in my mind that the year is going to be good. We're going to have a good year of support from Treyarch after launch as well. I think a lot of the issues I had with this first weekend will be fixed by launch, or at least they'll be working on it as of launch. I'm not expecting things to change by weekend 2. Which, as of recording this, is literally in less than 40 hours. I think body shields are a really good feature. I know there's been, like, clips of people, like, getting freaky and doing a whole bunch of stuff while taking people, but that's just... honestly, I think that's kind of healthy for the game. It's getting clips out there. It's showing people that, you know, others are having fun. The HUD customization is really nice, too. I don't really think I'm going to use it. I kind of was hoping for me to be able to, like, set my own HUD, like, move things where I personally wanted it to go, but obviously that's not the case. But you know, that's okay. I think how they have it is fine enough, honestly. The streaks are really good too. I didn't really have, like, any complaints with the streaks. I don't think there were any streaks that I, like, hated or felt were a bad, like, score. The UAV is a little high. I think with how fast the game moves, it's kind of okay. Obviously, I would like for them to loop. I don't think they were looping in weekend 1, and I don't know if they want them to be, but it's better than the Cold War system, so I'm okay with that. Regardless, there was a lot that I didn't get to explore during weekend 1, and I'm looking forward to being able to do that during weekend 2. I definitely want to play more during weekend 2 than I did during weekend 1. And I really hope that Treyarch does take everything that people are saying into consideration to make this one of the best games we've had, which I already think it will be. Modern Warfare 3 is not a bad game by any mean whatsoever. I actually really like this game. I don't like that player that just killed me, but I like this game. And I think given how rushed Sledgehammer was to make this, I think the product we got is fine. And it kind of, like, I really want to see Sledgehammer cook up after this, but this video is about Black Ops 6 and not Sledgehammer, so. One last thing, it's kind of like a mixed feeling, but it is more so leaning towards good. Oh my god, why is there an RPG on my class? And that is the change to aim assist. I'm obviously a controller player. I've been playing Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. And I think I've always played controller. I can play keyboard and mouse, and I can play it, like, okay. but controller's just comfortable to me, you know? So, if you didn't know, which I'm assuming you do, but they changed aim assist to not be as strong up close. I think it's like 8 meters, maybe? Or like, maybe 8 meters is where it like fully kicks in again. I'm not too sure what the actual distance is. But like super close quarter combats, aim assist is off, basically. And I think it's pretty good. The last couple of years, there's been a lot of gunfights that I've had where my aim assist has actually dragged me off of my target, and I'm excited to not have that happen. So on to the bad of the beta weekend one, in my opinion. There's probably some things that I won't talk about because I didn't personally experience it. And that's totally fine. So for me, the servers were not the best. I live on the most eastern point of Canada. And like regardless of being on an island, my ping is normally pretty stable at either between like 45 to 60. And that's what I know how to play on. But in the beta, I was going from like 47 one game to like 155 the next game. And I don't know like if they just didn't have the right amount of servers up for the beta or what it was, but it was kind of bad. It made me not really want to play the game, and that's mixed with the packet bursts that happened. There were so many like moments of a packet burst, and it's only when I'm like shooting at an enemy, right, or like in a gunfight, and I don't really know like why that happens. And I guess a part of that too is like the disbanding lobbies, because I can have a really good ping with some people one game and then the lobby disbands, and that was terrible of me. The lobby will disband, and all of a sudden, I go from 45 ping to 155. And those lobbies are just... Especially with Omni movement, I found. Those lobbies are not enjoyable to play whatsoever. This is really, really funny timing. As I get a packet burst and my... Okay, that was... insane timing. I haven't played Modern Warfare 3 in a couple months, so obviously that's an issue here too. So I'm wondering now if that's even like a beta issue or if that's just a Call of Duty issue in general. In my little like notes, I have sweats written down, and I mean, I'm obviously a Call of Duty sweat. I enjoy the game a lot. I enjoy doing really well. Slide canceling, all that stuff. But what I mean by that is the people, like I seen a clip on Twitter of this person in a full party, and they were calling out like it was the CDL championships, and honestly, like, play how you want, but in a beta, and you're gonna be calling out like that and doing whatever, I don't know. I don't think that's really helping Treyarch know what they need to change or fix. I don't know if that's just my opinion. Maybe I could be wrong. Like, if you think that I'm just, like, ignorant to it, then you let me know down below, but I personally couldn't see myself... Like, I enjoy doing really well in Call of Duty. I get it, but I could not see myself doing that in a beta. Like, just test things out in the game, and then do that when the game actually launches. After that, I just had Jackal Ops written down. Pretty self-explanatory. The only weapon that was used this weekend was the Jackal PDW. There was no, like, variety. Barely any. I did see some people running the 74U. Oh, yep, there's that packet burst again. Okay, so it's clearly a Call of Duty issue. And not a beta issue. But, I mean, it affected me during the beta, so I'm going to leave it in. Yeah, they said they are doing some weapon balancing for the second weekend, so I'm assuming the Jackal won't be as prevalent. 60 kills while talking is not bad for me lately. Bellship, I have not played this map yet. I'm kind of excited, actually, because my only complaint with Shipment in this game... Well, I know they changed it to, like, Shipmas or whatever. But, like, the Modern Warfare 2 version of Shipment was so dark and, like, gloomy. And it's all I played in Modern Warfare 2 because I did not like any of the maps in that game. So I'm very excited for this. So next, I want to mention the spawns. Obviously, everyone knows they were atrocious. But I don't really know if spawns are something that they can... Like, they can improve them. But I'm pretty sure the spawns and how they work are based on the engine. So, it's no surprise that they're not the best. This engine spawns have been pretty terrible. That being said, I'm pretty sure they will at least, like, optimize them a little bit. I'm sure they won't stay, like, as bad as they have been during Weekend 1. I doubt it'll be any different in Weekend 2. I'll be very surprised if it is, but it would be a nice change to see. Next up, the Ricochet... Ricochet anti-cheat, we all know it, we all love it or hate it, whatever, but there's a really big issue, and I mean, I guess this is more of a prevalent issue with Call of Duty in general compared to just the Black Ops 6 beta, but there were so many people being temporarily banned during the beta just from spam reports, and I get that that happens in this too, but when people pay you money to play in your closed beta... This guy's gonna kill me. Oh, get away from me! Get away! But yeah, like when people pay like $100+ because obviously I'm Canadian. Vault Edition was $124. Base game is like $80. When people pay that, they shouldn't get banned for doing really well and then pissing someone off and then getting spam reported. I think Ricochet as a whole is something that they need to look at during this season of Black Ops 6 content. I think that's why I want to talk about it. It's just because they can definitely fix it and make it better. What's happening? Yeah, the spam reporting just needs to, like, relax, and I don't know what they can do to make it better, but something needs to change, I think. I think it's a pretty big issue to get shadow banned because you dropped 50 kills and somebody got mad. I think the last thing that I'm going to touch on in this video under the bad category would probably have to be skill-based matchmaking. I know everyone hates skill-based matchmaking. Well, I'm sure some people probably like it. I've never talked to anyone that does, but like, I don't know. I know it's not going anywhere, and I think that's kind of the thing that sucks the most, is that I do know it's not going anywhere. Even if they had like a 1% drop in their player base, that's too many players for them to even consider removing SBMM, and I just kind of think it ruins the game a little bit. But it's just this packet burst. Oh my lord. Why is this so bad? But that being said, I'm looking forward to Weekend 2. Looking forward to seeing what they do. I'm looking forward to launch. I'm looking forward to prestiging. I'm going to be playing all launch weekend. I'm looking forward to camo grinding. I'm probably going to end up playing Warzone because of the camo grind over there, actually. Like, I haven't played Warzone since Verdansk. And, well, I've played Warzone, but not, like, enough to say that I played Warzone. Yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about. I know I haven't uploaded this channel in a while. I probably want to... I definitely want to start posting more, but this was kind of just something that I felt like I wanted to discuss. I want to have more of a conversation with people who agree with the things I'm saying. I also want to know if you disagree with the stuff that I said, because I think it's good to have a conversation about these things and try to, like, not convince people, but at least explain your side and how you view things and have a genuine conversation without calling each other stupid. But yeah. Thanks for listening to me ramble for however long this video is after I edit it down, and I'll see you next time.